And now, live from Perth, Australia, WWE and Your Average Joe present Elimination Chamber.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Your Average Joe and welcome back to the WWE 2K24 Universe Mode series, and we're here in Perth, Australia for the Elimination Chamber Premium Live event. We've got a jam-packed show coming up for you, and we're going to kick things off in just a moment's time with the Women's World Championship match inside of the Elimination Chamber. 6 superstars, but only one of them can head to WrestleMania as champion. And then later on in the show, we're also going to have the World Tag Team Championships on the line. John Cena and R-Truth, the current champions, going to take on their old foes, the Dudley Boyz. And then moving on, we also have an Extreme Rules match. But the big question here is, will Cody Rhodes have found a partner? Or will Cody Rhodes be all alone and have to take on Rated RKO by himself? And then we also move on into another Elimination Chamber match, this time from Smackdown in the women's division. And the person who wins this match will head to WrestleMania to face the WWE Women's Champion. And then we also have the undisputed WWE Championship match between Sami Zayn and the current champion, main event Jey Uso. But who will walk out as champion here this evening? And then later on in the show, in the main event of the evening, we'll have the World Heavyweight Championship being defended inside the chamber. But who will head to WrestleMania with the gold around their waist? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the channel, please be sure to like and subscribe, as we have more of this series coming at you very soon. We're on the road to WrestleMania. That is the next premium live event after this one. So I hope to see you there, and let's get started with the show. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we look to kick off the show here in Perth, Australia, we're kicking things off with the Women's World Championship. And first off out here, we have the Women's World Champion herself, Bianca Belair. Back at the Royal Rumble, she answered an open challenge by Kairi Sane to become the new Women's World Champion just before WrestleMania. And unfortunately for Kairi Sane, her rematch is going to be inside of the chamber here tonight. So is she going to be able to reclaim the gold just before WrestleMania? Or is Bianca Belair going to be able to hold on to that title? But the big thing in this situation is that Jade Cargill, the woman who won the Royal Rumble match, has declared that she wants to face whoever is victorious in this Elimination Chamber at WrestleMania. So once you get through the chamber, you have to head to WrestleMania to face the Storm for the championship. But Bianca Belair, luckily for her, she's able to find herself inside of a pod, which is going to bode well for her in hopefully maybe retaining a championship here this evening. And another woman who will find herself within one of the pods, it is Liv Morgan. And that is going to bode very, very well for her. There's a few powerhouses in this matchup, and you have to think that if the likes of Liv Morgan were to start off the match, then maybe her chances diminish ever so slightly. Just because we have the likes of Bianca Belair, Jordynne Grace, even Rhea Ripley as well involved in this one. So you probably want to stay inside one of those pods for as long as you possibly can and allow the powerhouses to maybe take each other out. But Liv Morgan now makes her way into one of the pods as well. Just glancing over at the Women's World Champion there. And now we have the former Women's World Champion, a woman who is receiving a chorus of boos here once again. The crowd seem to no longer be on the side of Kairi Sane as she looks to try and reclaim her championship. The championship she lost, hold on a second, at the Royal Rumble. That's Asuka. What's she doing here? Asuka? Well, she's supposed to be Kairi Sane's tag team partner, but she's attacking her from behind. What is this all about? Well, Kairi Sane looking to fight her way back out of the clutches of Asuka here. Big forearm. Quick strikes by the former Women's World Champion. Or is Asuka trying to take the place of Kairi Sane in this match, perhaps? Kairi Sane doesn't seem like she's about to allow that to happen very easily. But Asuka now looking to inflict more damage upon the woman who's supposed to be her tag team partner. And now Asuka, oh my word, a German suplex into the barricade. And now a big knee to the side of the head. And hold on a second, well, why is Asuka's music on? What? Asuka is making her way into the chamber. Oh my goodness, I think Asuka has just stolen Kairi Sane's spot inside the Elimination Chamber. Maybe Asuka has had enough of Kairi Sane trying to play the good guy. Maybe she's trying to send a message. Oh my word, the Empress of Tomorrow is entering one of the pods here. What on earth? Well, I think we've just seen the collapse of the Kabuki Warriors. But next up, inside of the chamber, and luckily for her, inside one of the pods, it is Lyra Valkyria, the woman who was going head-to-head with Jade Cargill up until the Royal Rumble Premium Live event, where Jade Cargill was able to dominate Lyra Valkyria in that Falls Count Anywhere match and finally put to bed their feud. And then Jade Cargill also went on to win the Royal Rumble match itself. But Lyra Valkyria has never faced a challenge quite like this before, though she seems quite comfortable, quite relaxed here and quite excited to get inside the chamber. And she has made it clear ever since coming up from NXT that she wants that Women's World Championship. And things between her and Jade Cargill may not be done just yet, because if she wins the chamber here, then we could potentially have a title match at WrestleMania between Lyra Valkyria and Jade Cargill. And well, what a way to start the chamber match. If you haven't realized the two that we're starting with, then you're about to find out in just a moment's time, because Rhea Ripley is one of them. Two of the powerhouses in the division will start off the chamber, and Rhea Ripley, a former Women's World Champion in this series, dominated the first half of the year, took on the likes of Ronda Rousey and even Charlotte Flair as well. But Rhea Ripley, once she allowed Dominic Mysterio to play some manipulating games between her and Liv Morgan, it seemed to cost Rhea Ripley. But now she has her focus back on the championship. And she's just staring down each of the women inside of the pods here, perhaps trying to cause some intimidation. And well, as I said, what a way to start the chamber match. Two of the powerhouses in the division. This could be a WrestleMania match in itself. Jordynne Grace and Rhea Ripley will be starting off the Elimination Chamber here this evening. This is going to be a very interesting way to start. Who is going to get the upper hand? If either of them are able to get the upper hand here. Jordynne Grace's first time in WWE, coming up against a structure quite like this. And you can understand the slight hesitation she had as she enters the chamber. She hasn't witnessed anything like this before in her career. But how is she going to fare here this evening? She obviously made her debut back at the Royal Rumble. And now she is heading towards championship gold at WrestleMania. And here we go. Bell rings and we're underway here. The two powerhouses in the division gonna start off the matchup as Jordynne Grace looking to take advantage early on here. Looking to control the matchup, looking to control Rhea Ripley, which is something that you really don't see very often. Jordynne Grace with a good start so far. Of course, it's very early, but it's not very often that Rhea Ripley is kept down on the mat for more than a couple of minutes. As Rhea Ripley now back to her feet. Jordynne Grace off the ropes. And Rhea Ripley now just forcing Jordynne Grace up into the air, making her slam down and crash down into the canvas. And Rhea Ripley just showing her aggression here. Can see how much that Women's World Championship means to these superstars. And that potential to head to WrestleMania as champion as well. As we await the third competitor. The first pod will open. Who's it going to be? Well, it's Lyra Valkyria entering the match. Rhea Ripley was up on the top rope there for a moment, into an abdominal stretch. Looking to just wear down Jordynne Grace here, but Jordynne Grace using her power to get on out of that hold. Lyra Valkyria. Well, she's in there with two of the strongest and most powerful women in the division, and now she's got a double team to handle. But Jordynne Grace looking to eliminate Rhea Ripley, the first elimination perhaps here. No, Rhea Ripley is able to power out. She's not about to allow that Women's World Championship to slip out of her fingers quite that easily. And we do have to mention the fact still that Dominic Mysterio is yet to be seen ever since the Royal Rumble Premium Live event where he cost Rhea Ripley that match against Liv Morgan. And we could see that rivalry renewed in this chamber as well, as Liv Morgan could potentially be the next superstar into this one. Who's it going to be? It's Bianca Belair, the Women's World Champion, entering the chamber match here. As Lyra Valkyria just missing out on that springboard, and the Women's World Champion trying to get the crowd behind her as she enters the match. And Lyra Valkyria now, with Jordynne Grace in her clutches, dropping the back of her head onto the knee. Lyra Valkyria has really proven that she's one heck of a fighter. She doesn't lie down easily. She's proven that right now with the Women's World Champion. Back and forth they go in the corner, as Jordynne Grace and Rhea Ripley can't seem to leave each other alone either. Rhea Ripley now, for a moment, was shifting her focus, but a standing switch by Jordynne Grace. Reversal found by Rhea Ripley. Well, Rhea Ripley could have been thinking about that riptide there. But now Jordynne Grace has her in her clutches, into a bit of a bear hug here. Is Rhea Ripley going to tap out perhaps? And who's going to be the next superstar? It is Liv Morgan. So Asuka has stolen the slot of Kairi Sane, and she's going to be the last superstar inside the chamber. So Kairi Sane perhaps could have been the last superstar entering the match here this evening, but she's not even got a sniff in. There's now Rhea Ripley looking for an elimination on Jordynne Grace here. Is it going to be it? No, just a one count found for Rhea Ripley. There's Lyra Valkyria, Liv Morgan and Bianca Belair all on the outside here, and Bianca Belair face first into that pod. There's Jordynne Grace inside the ring trying to eliminate Rhea Ripley. It's probably the wise decision if you're the other superstars in this match. Allow Rhea Ripley and Jordynne Grace to eliminate each other, as Jordynne Grace driving Rhea Ripley into the canvas. Rhea Ripley could be out of this one. First elimination, no. The Eradicator hangs in there, and Asuka, the woman who didn't even earn her spot into this match, has finally entered the fray. But the question is, how is she going to fare? Is she potentially going to walk out as the Women's World Champion here this evening? And that would be some story. But now Jordynne Grace with Rhea Ripley up and driving the knee into the spine. Asuka switching her focus to the Women's World Champion. You have to wonder whether Bianca Belair has a bigger target on her back, and whether these superstars are going to consider trying to eliminate her to ensure that a new champion is crowned. But Jordynne Grace and Rhea Ripley have just been going at it since the get-go here. Now Liv Morgan, some quick strikes on Jordynne Grace. Jordynne Grace back to her feet. As Liv Morgan again, quick strikes here. And all the superstars inside the ring. It's getting a little bit crowded right now. Now Jordynne Grace with Lyra Valkyria into the corner. What is Jordynne Grace thinking about here? Jordynne Grace into a big splash in the corner. And Asuka was looking for a submission there on Liv Morgan, but luckily for Liv, she was able to escape the hold there. And Rhea Ripley going for a pinfall, looking for the first submission, but she can't quite find it. And now Bianca Belair finding a big reversal on a big forearm, connecting. And now Rhea Ripley up into an Alabama slam on the far side. Jordynne Grace really laying into Rhea Ripley this evening. And she now moves into another submission hold here, another bear hug being held on Asuka as Bianca Belair was looking to eliminate Rhea Ripley there, but the referee was distracted by that submission hold. As now Lyra Valkyria switches her attention to Liv Morgan. And Asuka, what is she thinking about? Asuka here was stealing the move of Jordynne Grace and looking to get an elimination with her own move, but no. Jordynne Grace is still hanging in there. Jordynne Grace, of course, in the first two spots, starting off the chamber match. The same can be said with Rhea Ripley, and Rhea Ripley could be about to get eliminated here. Bianca Belair, no. Rhea Ripley at a 2.9 count, able to power out of that one. There's now Liv Morgan in the corner. A big forearm by Bianca Belair. Now Liv Morgan back to her feet, and Asuka has the Asuka lock locked in on Lyra Valkyria here. But Lyra Valkyria isn't about to tap out. I was about to ask if she maybe would be about to tap out, but she was able to break that hold, and a running power slam by the EST and into the cover for the first elimination, but no. Liv Morgan still able to hang in there. Big headbutt there by Jordynne Grace to Rhea Ripley. Jordynne Grace really holding her own this evening, especially against the likes of Rhea Ripley here. She's not shying away from a big challenge. Really looking to take the fight to the Eradicator, perhaps. Jordynne Grace sees Rhea Ripley as the biggest threat in this match, maybe. As now, oh, hold on a second. Bianca Belair into Jaded. Delivered onto Liv Morgan, maybe sending a message to Jade Cargill. Into the cover she goes for an elimination, and she's done it. Well, Bianca Belair gets the first elimination on Liv Morgan and utilising Jade Cargill's move, but now caught into the Nightwing is the Women's World Champion. Lyra Valkyria heads into the cover for the first, or the second elimination I should say, but no. The EST is able to power out, and the Women's World Champion keeps her title reign intact, at least for now. And a big kick there to Asuka. Rhea Ripley and Jordynne Grace don't seem too pleased at the way that Asuka has earned her spot in this match. Well, I guess she hasn't really earned it. She just kind of forced her way in. But Rhea Ripley now into a frog splash, perhaps sending a message to Dominic Mysterio there with that one. And now, hold on a second. Jordynne Grace has the EST in her clutches. This could be a WrestleMania main event as well. Driving her down to the mat. Jordynne Grace looking for an elimination on the Women's World Champion, but no. A big kick out found by the EST at a 2.5 count. Now Jordynne Grace is setting something else up here. But Bianca Belair finds a reversal, and now Bianca has caught Jordynne Grace up on her shoulders into the KOD. And now Rhea Ripley's in the pin as well. And Rhea Ripley gets an elimination on Lyra Valkyria, but Jordynne Grace, luckily for her, the referee was counting for Lyra Valkyria. And now Bianca Belair back into the pin again, looking to test out Jordynne Grace, but Jordynne Grace is still able to hang in there. Now we have the final four, the EST, Jordynne Grace, the Eradicator, and the Empress of Tomorrow. But who is going to head to WrestleMania as the Women's World Champion? You have to think that a few of these matchups for Jade Cargill are definitely main event worthy at WrestleMania. Facing against the likes of Jordynne Grace, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair. But then you could also say that maybe Asuka, if she's able to win the championship here, then Kairi Sane may find her way to WrestleMania. But Bianca Belair now focusing on Jordynne Grace. Sending her into the corner. Bianca Belair, a big forearm, takes Jordynne Grace down to the mat, and Rhea Ripley getting in there on the Women's World Champion from behind before switching her focus to the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. And Asuka could be in big trouble here because Rhea Ripley is in position. Asuka into the riptide. Surely this is an elimination here. Rhea Ripley to eliminate Asuka. She's done it. We're down to the final 3. Well, what a matchup we could be having at WrestleMania as Jordynne Grace heads into the pin. Is she going to do it? Eliminating the Women's World Champion, but she can't quite do so. Bianca Belair just about able to get the shoulder up. Well, the two who started off this chamber match in Rhea Ripley and Jordynne Grace are in the final 3 here. If they're able to eliminate the current Women's World Champion, then they could be the final 2. But the EST now showing off her power with a stalling suplex, but then she's met with a leg drop to the back of the neck by Rhea Ripley. And Rhea now delivering some ground and pound on Jordynne Grace, and a big slap across the face as well before she's tackled down to that floor on the outside. There's just some thin padding there protecting the superstars from the steel grates underneath. As now Jordynne Grace just sent into that pod face first. And now Bianca Belair back to her feet here. Rhea Ripley shifting her focus to the EST. And now slamming her down onto that padded floor. Again, it is only a thin padded floor there. And now Rhea Ripley looking to eliminate the Women's World Champion, but well, she seemed to break the count. Or maybe it was Jordynne Grace breaking the count there. Before Rhea Ripley switches her focus to Jordynne Grace once again. Now Bianca Belair with the Eradicator slamming her into the Elimination Chamber, into those chains. And now Bianca Belair, what on earth is she thinking here? Bianca Belair, oh my goodness, a spear through the pod. Well, Rhea Ripley is down and out here. Oh my goodness. Well, Bianca Belair needs to get the pinfall, because surely Rhea Ripley is down and out. She's got to be out of this one. As Bianca Belair looks to just drag the lifeless body out of the pod. And Bianca Belair is taking out herself in the process, but Jordynne Grace breaking up the count there. Interesting decision. That could have been Rhea Ripley out of this matchup. And now Bianca is sent into the ring. Jordynne Grace follows. And Rhea Ripley back to her feet as well. She seemed to recover quite quickly after being speared through the pod there. And now Rhea Ripley with Jordynne Grace up and slamming her down face first into the canvas, and then taking the Women's World Champion down to the mat as well. But Bianca Belair back to her feet. And then sent over the top rope to the outside once more. And now Rhea Ripley has been caught into that bear hug. We've seen this a couple of times this evening. Is the Eradicator about to tap out here? That would be some statement by Jordynne Grace. But no, she releases the hold here. As Bianca Belair allowing these two to fight it off between each other. Probably a wise decision. But Bianca Belair back into the ring. And now what on earth is Jordynne Grace thinking here? Slamming Rhea Ripley down to the mat. Jordynne Grace up to the second rope. And delivering a splash and into the cover. Rhea Ripley could be out of it for an elimination. She's done it. Jordynne Grace has eliminated the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley. Well, what a statement that is by Jordynne Grace. Only her 3rd match in WWE. We saw her at the Royal Rumble. Then we saw her qualify for this match up here, and she could be about to win it. Is she going to pin the Women's World Champion? Here we go for a new champion here. No, Bianca Belair is able to get the shoulder up. My oh my. Jordynne Grace is just moments away from potentially heading to WrestleMania as the Women's World Champion. But Jade Cargill stated that she wanted the winner to be Bianca Belair. And well, Bianca Belair into another KOD. Could this be it? Bianca to head to WrestleMania and retain the title? No. Jordynne Grace again able to power out. She started off this chamber, you have to remember that, but she's still able to hang in there. The resiliency on show by Jordynne Grace is something else here. Bianca Belair entered in the 4th spot, so she's had a lot more time to stay fresh, and that's beginning to show here as now Bianca looks to head up to the top rope. Bianca Belair, what's she thinking about? Into a big splash, but she misses out on it, and then a big boot by Jordynne Grace takes the women's champion down to the mat. Jordynne Grace up to the top rope now. What is she thinking about? She wants the women's world champion back on her feet. Bianca Belair slow to her feet and a big shoulder tackle takes her down to the mat, and a big elbow drop as well to follow. Jordynne Grace so impressive ever since debuting here in WWE. But the question is, can she survive the Elimination Chamber from the start of the match and then walk out as women's world champion? But oh my word, Bianca Belair again in position with Jaded, sending a message to Jade Cargill. Into the cover she goes for the victory. Bianca Belair, she's done it. Bianca Belair retains the Women's World Championship, whilst also utilising Jade Cargill's finishing manoeuvre, Jaded, to ensure that she retains the title and heads to WrestleMania to face off against the Storm. So finally Jade Cargill will get her wish at a championship match against the EST of WWE. But you have to wonder, how is this all going to unfold with the newfound attitude of Jade Cargill? I'm sure she's not going to feel too pleased that Bianca Belair obviously just walked into Monday Night Raw and took that Women's World Championship. But now Bianca Belair has well and truly earned that title by surviving the Elimination Chamber. But we must also give a shout out to Jordynne Grace and her performance, because that was something else. She was so close to walking out as champion here this evening. So ladies and gentlemen, as we move on with the show, we move into the World Tag Team Championship match between the Dudley Boyz and John Cena and R-Truth. John Cena and R-Truth, currently known as You Can't See the Truth. So it's actually kind of weird to see the Dudley Boyz without those Tag Team Championships over their shoulders, because for the majority of this series, they have been the Tag Team Champions. So it is slightly weird to see them without championship gold, but this is probably their final opportunity before WrestleMania to try and regain those tag team championships. So John Cena and R-Truth, if they're able to overcome this hurdle once and for all, then maybe there is a possibility that they are the tag team champions heading into WrestleMania. Of course, we don't know what the upcoming weeks will have in store for the tag team champions, whether that be John Cena and R-Truth or the Dudley Boyz, but I guess only time will tell. And here are the World Tag Team Champions. You Can't See the Truth. John Cena and R-Truth making their way down to the ring. So John Cena teaming with R-Truth in recent weeks, or recent months you could even say, almost to save R-Truth from this entire situation with the Dudley Boyz, and now he holds the gold alongside R-Truth. So R-Truth must be living a dream right now alongside his icon, his idol, with championship gold around both of their waists. John Cena just trying to get R-Truth into the ring, as R-Truth is very, very hyped up here. But the question is, can R-Truth and John Cena once again overcome the Dudley Boyz? We're about to find out. So, World Tag Team Championship match. Titles on the line. John Cena and R-Truth versus the Dudley Boyz. A heated rivalry over a number of months this. Especially Bubba Ray being a little bit of a bully towards R-Truth. But John Cena, being the Superman that he is, returned to save the day. But can they retain the titles here? So the championship's being handed over, but will it be for the final time here? So Devon Dudley going to start this match up against John Cena. And bell rings and we're underway here, and Devon Dudley trying to get a cheap shot in early on there, but John Cena not about to allow that to happen. I guess John Cena would probably say that Devon Dudley couldn't see him. But now already gonna have R-Truth coming into the matchup. Oh, and a big right hand there by Devon Dudley. R-Truth just taking a moment too long as he entered the ring. Now R-Truth up on the shoulders of Devon Dudley and driven face first into that top turnbuckle. And now Devon Dudley just stomping away at R-Truth. And now into the pinfall. He feels like he's done enough here, but I highly doubt that, as R-Truth is able to kick out. Or maybe Devon Dudley just trying to test out R-Truth, see how ready he is for this championship match this close to WrestleMania. Are the nerves going to get the better of him? So far, they haven't seemed to do so. But Devon Dudley now just targeting the limbs of R-Truth here, trying to weaken R-Truth in this matchup. And a super kick connecting by R-Truth out of absolutely nowhere. And Devon Dudley going to get the tag. I think R-Truth was thinking about getting a tag, but then he decided he wants to stay in the ring with Bubba Ray. Of course, R-Truth did pin Bubba Ray back at the Royal Rumble to earn those tag team championships for himself and John Cena, so I'm sure that Bubba Ray is probably looking to seek some kind of revenge here. As in recent weeks, Bubba Ray has made it clear that he feels like these two are a little bit of a joke in the tag team division. And Bubba Ray feels like the championships need the likes of the Dudley Boyz, as John Cena now is about to head in to the ring and take on Bubba Ray Dudley. So John Cena with a big right hand there, taking Bubba Ray down to the mat. John Cena now the one targeting the limbs of Bubba Ray here. So Bubba Ray definitely has a bone to pick with R-Truth. He's been picking on R-Truth specifically over the course of the last few months or so. Pretty much stating that R-Truth had no friends, and that is when John Cena arrived. And he actually put Devon Dudley through the announce table with an attitude adjustment after hitting an attitude adjustment on Bubba Ray as well. But Bubba Ray Dudley now with a powerbomb with authority, planting John Cena down on the mat. And now Devon Dudley going to tag in. And John Cena here took a moment too long there as well. Devon Dudley able to take advantage. But now John Cena quickly into a DDT. Just planting Devon Dudley on the mat, and now going to tag in R-Truth once more. Plenty of tags here, both teams working quite well together, as now Devon Dudley goes into the pinfall for the championships, but no, just a 1 count found for Devon Dudley. R-Truth has shown a newfound resiliency ever since teaming up with John Cena. Perhaps John Cena maybe giving him some tips and some tricks Maybe, possibly even training R-Truth as well. It would make sense to do so. As R-Truth now can only watch on as John Cena crashes down spine first into the apron. And now R-Truth planted just beside John Cena, and Devon Dudley is really feeling it here. Feels as though himself and the Dudley boys could be maybe closing in on a victory here. John Cena back to his feet, and he's going to head to the apron immediately. Probably a wise decision, and he's actually able to block R-Truth and stop R-Truth from heading back into the ring, which may have just saved R-Truth, to be honest. And Devon Dudley crashing off of that ring post, and surely not. Well, it's onto a 9 count now. Devon Dudley needs to make it back into the ring, and he does so. And oh my word, the referee almost got wiped out there. But a huge knee connecting by R-Truth as Devon Dudley, it looked like he was jumping in for a bit of a clothesline, and he's been busted wide open here. Now into the cover for the championships, but no, just a 1 count. Need to do more than that to keep Devon Dudley down. Bubba Ray back up onto the apron. That was a big opportunity for You Can't See the Truth. Bubba Ray was down on the outside, so Devon Dudley was all alone there, but Devon Dudley now able to fight his way out of the corner. John Cena trying to get in the ear of Devon Dudley and cause a distraction, but now R-Truth with the hot tag. And while Devon Dudley seems a little bit frustrated that R-Truth was able to get that tag, and well, he needs to focus on the man that's legal. Maybe he's not aware, I'm not sure. But John Cena plants him into the canvas, and now he's going to switch his attention to Bubba Ray Dudley. John Cena doesn't play nice with bullies. And now Bubba Ray crashing down onto the apron, spine first. Devon Dudley trying to save his partner, but he can't quite make it in time. And now John Cena planting Devon Dudley as well. The Dudley boys may have bit off a little bit more than they could chew, especially with the greatest of all time, John Cena. However, John Cena has obviously suffered a pinfall loss to Bubba Ray Dudley during a tag team match early on, before he was able to gain the tag team championships with R-Truth. And Devon Dudley now and John Cena need to head back into the ring on an 8 count, and they do so. Devon Dudley trying to get a cheap shot in from behind, but John Cena with eyes in the back of his head, and now just swinging Devon Dudley around, and John Cena could be thinking about putting an end to this matchup. He slips underneath, tells Devon Dudley he can't see him, and then into the attitude adjustment. But this match has paid its toll on John Cena. He drapes the arm across, but Bubba Ray Dudley is able to break the count and keep things alive for the Dudley boys, and John Cena can't believe it. I mean, it may have been a wise decision to maybe take out Bubba Ray Dudley first and then go for that attitude adjustment, but the damage has been done as John Cena heads up to the top rope. John Cena gonna fly into a big elbow drop. And John Cena playing up to the crowd here as he brings Devon Dudley back to his feet and sends him into the corner towards R-Truth. Now driving him face first into that top turnbuckle, maybe looking to open up that wound slightly more, but Devon Dudley finds a reversal, fights his way out of the corner and sends John Cena into the Dudley boys corner. Well, if you're John Cena and R-Truth, you probably want to keep Devon Dudley in the ring, because most of the damage has been inflicted upon him. As Bubba Ray now, down on the outside, slowly made his way back up to the apron as Devon Dudley into the pin, looking for a victory here for the tag team titles. Can he do it? But no. John Cena still able to hang in there as these two lock up, and John Cena now into a Hurricane Rana. It's not often that we see him do that. R-Truth back into the ring, and Devon Dudley just with a bit of a cheap shot on R-Truth. R-Truth and John Cena again, they really want to keep Devon Dudley inside the ring. If he's able to tag out, then you've got the fresher man and Bubba Ray coming in, but for the tag team titles in a pinfall, but R-Truth once again able to power out. Devon Dudley, maybe he's got his own point to prove here, and that's why he's fighting through the pain. As now he just drives the elbow across the face of R-Truth. And he tells R-Truth that him and John Cena are a joke. As he was driving that elbow across the face of R-Truth. And now Devon Dudley is lining up R-Truth here. R-Truth's in trouble. Devon Dudley with R-Truth up and slams him down on the back of his neck. This could be all over. But John Cena quickly into the ring. He saw the danger. And almost immediately was in there to break up the count. Now sent into the corner is R-Truth, but he's able to fight his way out of it, and a big super kick connecting once again. R-Truth looking for a tag to John Cena. Probably a wise decision here. There's John Cena now into the ring, looking to remain in control here. With Devon Dudley up and slams him down with a massive power bomb. Well, how much more damage can Devon Dudley take? That is the big question, I feel. But he slides in behind and into a DDT, dropping John Cena on the top of his head. Now hooking the arm and into a suplex as well to follow, trying to make sure that John Cena stays down. And now wisely, Devon Dudley tagging in Bubba Ray. And Bubba Ray was feeling it for a moment there, but he finds a reversal on John Cena. Now Bubba Ray with John Cena right where he wants him, sends him into the Dudley Boyz corner. And now, are we going to see it? The Dudley Boyz into 3D. This could be all over. R-Truth needs to get into the ring. He does so. And he's able to break up the count, because surely that would have been the tag team titles changing hands right there. And now Devon Dudley is the legal man once more, which I feel does probably bode well for John Cena and R-Truth, because he's clearly struggling here. Suffered a lot of damage throughout this match. Busted wide open. There's now Devon Dudley just with a few words for R-Truth before just punching him in the mouth. And now big drop kick as well to follow. John Cena trying to get the crowd behind himself and R-Truth, but maybe he should have entered the ring a little bit sooner. But Devon Dudley and Bubba Ray just strategizing here. I'm surprised that Devon Dudley didn't go for the tag. But now looking for a big kick there was Devon Dudley. John Cena just able to avoid it. Oh, and John Cena now. Oh my word. Once again, we could be seeing it. John Cena with Devon Dudley up. Attitude adjustment connecting once more. But Bubba Ray Dudley, well, I thought for a second there he wasn't going to break up the count, but he did so. Saving things for his team. But John Cena looking for the 5-knuckle shuffle, connecting right on that wound on the forehead, and now into the pinfall again. This could be it. John Cena to retain the titles. He's done it. Well, John Cena has well and truly redeemed himself here, as R-Truth and John Cena finally put down the Dudley Boyz once and for all. The attitude adjustments and the 5-knuckle shuffle proved to be enough to put Devon Dudley away. But what's next for these two, as they are officially on the road to WrestleMania now with those tag team titles around their waist?
You think you know her?
So, ladies and gentlemen, as we move on with the show, and we have Rated RKO making their way down to the ring. Now, a couple of weeks ago on Friday Night Smackdown, we saw these two cutting a promo and issuing a challenge towards Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, the man who took down Edge back at Clash at the Castle. But this feud, it goes all the way back to Extreme Rules, all the way at the start of the series, when Randy Orton turned on Cody Rhodes by hitting him with an RKO. And that led to Cody Rhodes pretty much snapping and letting out his inner Homelander. But now he has to deal with Rated RKO. But the question is he alone? And so the American Nightmare has arrived. He didn't actually respond to the challenge directly, so there was a possibility that he wouldn't even show up here. But Cody Rhodes has appeared here at the Elimination Chamber in Perth, Australia. So Cody Rhodes seems to be on a better path now. Seems to have almost left the Homelander version of himself behind, as he's reverted back to his original entrance here tonight. And he has a bit of the crowd behind him, which would be quite understandable, seeing as Randy Orton is the man who pretty much started all of this, and he's the man who turned on Cody Rhodes. But the big question here is Cody Rhodes alone? Is he about to walk into a handicap match, which is under Extreme Rules? Or was Cody Rhodes able to find himself a friend who was willing to travel all the way to Perth, Australia to give him a helping hand here tonight? We're about to find out, but Cody Rhodes in the midst of a blood feud with his once mentor, Randy Orton. Let's see if Cody Rhodes is alone here. Wait, what? Surely not. He's here! Oh my goodness. It is Dustin Rhodes. So Cody Rhodes has called in a favor from his own brother, his own flesh and blood, appearing here at Elimination Chamber to help out his brother Cody Rhodes and Dusty Rhodes, or Dustin Rhodes I should say, looking to team up here tonight. My word. Well, I guess Cody Rhodes didn't need any friends, because he has some family who are willing to go the distance to give him a helping hand here tonight. So Dustin Rhodes making his return to WWE, and not under his original gimmick as Goldust, but he is here as himself, Dustin Rhodes and Cody Rhodes about to take on Rated RKO. So this is going to be an interesting matchup right here. Edge and Orton probably didn't even think about the fact that Cody Rhodes could call in a favor with his brother. And here we go. So both the Rhodes taking on Rated RKO here, as Edge and Orton start this matchup well, gaining the upper hand here. Now Edge with a big knee to the face of Dustin Rhodes. Welcome back to WWE, Dustin. But Randy Orton now looking to take out Dustin Rhodes from behind, and Cody Rhodes now going after Edge. And now this is the matchup that we've been waiting to see, Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. But Edge just attacking Randy Orton by mistake there. We have to think it was a mistake, but now into the corner, Edge and Dustin Rhodes, Cody and Orton. And Cody was looking to try and help out his brother there, but he looked a little bit desperate. And that may have cost him and his brother, to be honest. As now Edge looking to take advantage with a big clothesline, and now get into the pinfall, looking to finish this matchup early here. I'm not sure how Randy Orton would feel about that, because Randy Orton seemingly wanted to punish Cody Rhodes here tonight. And the fact that it is Extreme Rules, I guess that explains why Edge and Orton said that they were going to put an end to the American Nightmare. But they didn't think about the fact that Dustin Rhodes could be the man to show up here tonight. And I believe Cody Rhodes may have just been busted open by Edge here. Edge is having his way with the American Nightmare right now, looking to seek some revenge for Clash at the Castle, it seems, as Randy Orton gets the better of Dustin Rhodes. And now Randy with Dustin off the ropes and a big elbow to the jaw. Cody really struggling here as he's planted with a DDT. Rolls to the outside, probably a wise decision, but Edge is just playing with his food right now and looking to bring some weapons into play here. He's got a steel chair in hand, just striking the American Nightmare repeatedly into the ribcage. Well, that chair's buckled already under the power of those shots delivered by the Rated R Superstar. Well, Randy Orton and Edge are working very well together right now. The Rhodes brothers, things are struggling for them as Randy Orton brings a table into play here, and Edge looking to target Dustin Rhodes as Dustin Rhodes was looking to bring a ladder into play. And oh my word, Randy Orton has just wiped out his own partner, Edge. You have to feel like it was a mistake, but I mean, that's 2 times now that these two have potentially struck each other. You have to wonder, are things going all well between Rated RKO? And again, Randy Orton with a wild strike there, just striking Edge on the top of his head. But now into a belly-to-belly suplex as well as Cody Rhodes back to his feet, able to take down the Rated R Superstar. Now, Dustin Rhodes as well has been busted open. Well, Rated RKO are living up to their promise here, as Randy Orton just stomping away at Dustin Rhodes here. Signature Randy Orton. And Edge just having his way still with Cody Rhodes on the far side with a crossface. Locked in on Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, in big trouble right now. Although he can tap out outside the ring and it won't make a difference, but he's able to break the hold here. Now Randy Orton with a steel chair was looking to toss that towards Dustin Rhodes before switching his attention back over to Cody. And Cody now with a DDT, looking to take down Rated RKO all alone here, it seems. But Dustin Rhodes a little bit obsessed with that ladder, bridging it across from the apron over to the announce desk. He must have something planned. And now Cody Rhodes with Randy Orton in position into a pedigree on the outside. And Dustin Rhodes with a steel chair taking down Rated RKO, or Rated R Superstar I should say. As Cody Rhodes now looking to also bring a weapon into play. So the plan of Rated RKO maybe about to backfire on them. As now Cody Rhodes looking to just take down Randy Orton and Edge all alone once again here. Edge driven back into that apron, but Randy Orton was able to gain advantage here. And now that kendo stick just yielding it like a sword and breaking it across the back of the American Nightmare. Randy Orton not holding back here. These two, Orton and Cody, both of them have not been holding back for the past number of months. Cody Rhodes is obviously the reason why Randy Orton was out injured. Randy Orton made his return at the Royal Rumble. He was gone for a number of months at the hands of the Homelander version of Cody Rhodes. We have to wonder whether Cody Rhodes has left that version of himself behind. And now Cody Rhodes slammed face first into the concrete floor here. Now Dustin just trying to fight off Rated RKO here, but Rated RKO are just teaming so well together here. Apart from obviously those couple of moments where they had a misunderstanding and struck each other. Aside from that, they've been very well together. As now Randy Orton sent back into the ring. Cody Rhodes just glancing over at his brother, trying to ensure that he's on top of things. And oh my word, an elbow drop right to the top of the head of Cody Rhodes. He's looking to bring that steel chair into the ring, and now Randy Orton connecting with an RKO on Cody Rhodes, and this could be all over. Dustin quickly back into the ring, and he's able to save things for himself and his younger brother. And a big back rake there now by Dustin. Edge plants him on the back of his neck. And now Rated RKO have Cody Rhodes exactly where they want him. Edge was looking to back it up into the corner there, perhaps thinking about that spear, but now Cody Rhodes into the crossroads, connecting onto Randy Orton. Well, that could have been the victory there if it wasn't for the Rated R Superstar. And Randy Orton has been busted wide open off of that crossroads. And now Edge into a spear on Dustin Rhodes, and this could be it. The Rated R Superstar for the victory. No, Dustin Rhodes is still able to hang in there. Well, we knew this match would be a war, and 3 of the 4 men are busted wide open here. Weapons all over the place. But the question is, who's going to gain the advantage heading towards WrestleMania? And will this be the end of this story? Oh, and Edge was looking for that steel chair shot onto the back of the neck, but Randy Orton dropping Cody Rhodes spine first. The lower back connecting on that steel chair, but Cody Rhodes is still fighting here. Albeit maybe to his demise, but he's just somehow he's still fighting, but rated RKO finally managed to put him down here. Not sure you really want to be there with Randy Orton about, but Cody Rhodes knows exactly what Randy Orton was planning there. He was able to find a reversal. Another ladder brought into play by Dustin Rhodes here. And into another spear by Edge onto Dustin Rhodes, and this is surely it. Randy Orton sizing up Dustin into the RKO. Not quite connecting onto the ladder, but, well, Cody Rhodes looking to save his brother here. That could have been it. That probably would have been it. A spear and an RKO surely would get the job done. And now, Cody Rhodes looking to plant Edge with another DDT. This time inside the ring, and oh my word, Randy Orton's been caught into a crossroads, and this could be it. Randy Orton to get pinned by his former mentee, but no, he's able to kick out. And oh my word, on the outside, a Canadian Destroyer delivered to Edge. What on earth are we witnessing right now? Now Dustin Rhodes planting Edge on the back of his neck on the outside of the ring. A trash can brought into play by Randy Orton. And Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes are just brawling by the rampway area. But who's going to be the man to be left standing here, if anyone's left standing? Randy Orton now targeting Dustin Rhodes, but Dustin able to catch him and deliver the knee to the spine. And now into a big DDT. Dustin Rhodes connecting with Edge on the far side, but Randy Orton now has some plans for Cody Rhodes. Sends him into the ring, but Edge is also sent into the ring at the same time. Now big strike delivered by Dustin Rhodes on Randy Orton. It seems like Randy Orton may be bleeding in quite some way here. You can see the blood trickling down his face as the trash can is just brought into the ring. Cody Rhodes looking to save his brother once again, but can't quite do so. Edge now with Cody Rhodes up and slams him down to the mat. And Randy Orton here, what's he got planned? Cody Rhodes back to his feet. Randy Orton into a suplex, planting Cody Rhodes on that lower spine again. The same lower spine which connected with that steel chair earlier on, and Edge is backing it up into the corner. We know what's going to come next. Edge is lining up the American Nightmare, connecting with the spear and into the pinfall. Well, great camera work here, but Edge can't quite get the victory over Cody Rhodes. And Cody Rhodes obviously has that victory over Edge already back at Clash at the Castle, so I'm sure that Edge would love to get a pinfall over Cody. But it's going to take a lot to keep the American Nightmare down, as now Edge with Cody Rhodes on the outside into a sit-out powerbomb onto that concrete floor. And Randy Orton is in quite the state here, taking a moment to himself to recover, as now Dustin Rhodes is able to recover as well. He sends Randy Orton down to the far side. Maybe Dustin Rhodes thinking about going for a double team on Edge, but Edge was able to take advantage and get the upper hand here. Cody Rhodes now heading to the outside, thinking about bringing that kendo stick back into play. But I think his brother may need his help here, because Edge, oh my word, just breaking that kendo stick on the spine of Randy Orton. But Edge is having his way with Dustin Rhodes. And Randy Orton now with some quick strikes onto Cody Rhodes. And then Cody Rhodes planted spine first onto those steel steps on the outside with that belly to belly. Well, Cody's lower spine is going to be in pieces after this match. But meanwhile, inside the ring, Edge with that trash can just striking Dustin Rhodes and Randy Orton, hearing those voices in his head. Is he trying to fight those voices, or is he trying to listen to them? Seems like he's trying to listen to them, steel chair in hand. But meanwhile, inside the ring, Edge off the ropes, big boot connecting with Dustin Rhodes. And Dustin Rhodes is in some big trouble right now. He's able to fight his way out of the clutches of the rated R Superstar, but he plants him and into the cover, but I don't think he quite realised that Randy Orton had made his way into the ring here. And Randy Orton now just eyeing up Dustin Rhodes here. And Randy Orton into an RKO out of absolutely nowhere. And is he going to go for the pinfall? That's the question. He's not. He wants to inflict more damage here. Cody Rhodes with that steel chair, looking to save his brother perhaps, as Randy Orton may have been looking for that RKO on Cody, but Cody Rhodes may have just saved the matchup for him and his brother, because his brother is in quite the state inside the ring. We have to wonder as well, will we be seeing that punt kick here tonight? The same punt kick that took out the wise man Paul Heyman, and Edge was looking for a low blow there on, I believe it was Cody Rhodes. But Cody Rhodes now into a figure four leg lock. Is he going to be able to make the rated R Superstar tap out? But no, the Edge is able to reverse the pressure and force Cody Rhodes to break the hold. And now Edge looking for a DDT. For a moment there, I thought maybe that was going to connect onto that steel chair, but luckily for Cody Rhodes it didn't. Randy Orton rolls to the outside. The rated R Superstar in control of this match, the only man standing right now, heading into the corner. Edge is sizing up Dustin Rhodes. Cody Rhodes slowly to his feet on the outside. Edge connecting with a spear. Cody Rhodes, is he able to break the count? He is just about. My goodness, what team is going to be victorious here tonight? Randy Orton trying to target Cody Rhodes here. And Randy Orton now into an RKO onto Edge as he crawls into the cover. Is this enough? Edge looking to stop Dustin Rhodes, and Randy Orton gets the pinfall over Cody Rhodes. My, oh my. Well, Randy Orton and Edge are the two left standing here. And well, Cody Rhodes has fallen to rated RKO. Even his own brother couldn't quite save him here. But hold on a second, Randy Orton, he's got a little bit of twinkle in his eye. What is he planning here? Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no, don't do this, Randy. Randy Orton setting up the punt kick and delivering the punt kick to Dustin Rhodes. And well, I guess that's a welcome back to WWE, Dustin. But Cody Rhodes will no longer have his brother to help him. So ladies and gentlemen, as we move on with the show, we move into another Elimination Chamber match. And this time it's a #1 contendership match. So whoever wins this Elimination Chamber will head to WrestleMania to face the WWE Women's Champion, and that currently is Tiffany Stratton. So at the moment it is Tiffy time, and she's going to be keeping a close eye on this Elimination Chamber match to see who her potential opponent could be at WrestleMania. And first off, we have the returning AJ Lee, who's officially inside one of the pods, which is going to bode well for her. Another superstar who returned back at the Royal Rumble and has earned herself a spot inside the Elimination Chamber here this evening. And next up we have the Queen of the Division, Charlotte Flair, making her way down to the Elimination Chamber. Charlotte Flair is not going to be a stranger to this type of matchup. She's been involved in these matches before, and she has sent a clear message to Tiffany Stratton that she wants the gold and she wants to head to WrestleMania to dethrone Tiffy time. But Charlotte Flair has to survive the Elimination Chamber first if she wants to head to WrestleMania and potentially take on Tiffany Stratton on the show of shows. But the question is the Queen well prepared here this evening as she heads into one of the pods as well? We haven't seen her in quite some time, so you could say that she made a bit of a return at the Royal Rumble. And next up, an NXT superstar who has officially moved up to the main roster here. Roxanne Perez. She was seen in the Royal Rumble match, and now she's earned herself a spot in the Elimination Chamber itself as well. Could she potentially punch her ticket to WrestleMania? What a start that would be for her career on the main roster if she's able to survive the Elimination Chamber and then maybe even go on to WrestleMania and become the women's champion. That would be some statement, but it's one hell of a challenge as well. But she is in a good position as she is inside one of the pods here, so that could definitely help her out in this match. And next up we have a former WWE Women's Champion, a multiple-time Women's Champion in this Universe Mode series. It is the Genius of the Sky. It is Io Sky. Now you have to wonder, what on earth could she have planned for a matchup of this type? She loves to be inside of these types of cages. She loves the War Games matches and also the Elimination Chamber. So you have to wonder whether she's got something crazy planned to try and earn the victory here this evening. But the interesting fact is, the two superstars that we're going to start with, two superstars that Io Sky knows very well, as she takes up the last chamber pod. And well, could it potentially be Boss Time versus Tiffy Time at WrestleMania? Sasha Banks is starting off the Elimination Chamber here this evening. And well, what a heck of a challenge that is to start off the chamber. But to make things even worse, she has to take on her former best friend, the woman that she actually defeated back at SummerSlam. And the woman who has stated that she will do whatever it takes to ensure that Sasha Banks does not get anywhere near that WWE Women's Championship again. Sasha Banks, the woman responsible for pretty much tearing apart Damage Control. So you have to wonder how Io Sky is also going to feel about that. And we could potentially see Bayley and Io Sky for the first time since SummerSlam inside the ring together. So I wonder how that's going to go as well. But here comes Bayley. So there was some speculation after she took some time off after SummerSlam. Was she eventually going to turn around and finally maybe turn over a new leaf and maybe even side alongside Sasha Banks? But it seems like she's still holding a grudge after everything that's happened between her and Sasha Banks. Bayley feels like Sasha Banks has just randomly returned to WWE just to tear apart everything that she had built with Damage Control. Back at Survivor Series was the first time that we saw Sasha Banks, where she had sided alongside Toxic Attraction to try and take down Damage Control, and she made it clear that her statement upon returning was to try and make Bayley realize that she doesn't need Damage Control and she's better off without them. But here we go. We're going to start off this match with a big slap out of the gates by Sasha Banks, and now Bayley looking to inflict some punishment here on Boss Time, on the boss of WWE. As now Bayley off of the ropes here. Big elbow drop connecting. Boos ringing around the stadium for Bayley here. She looks to take the head off of Sasha Banks, and then just slamming her head down to the canvas as well. Bayley relentless here in her assault into another elbow drop. Bayley allowing all of that frustration to boil over here. But Sasha Banks knows Bayley all too well, looking for another slap there, but Bayley saw it coming. You can't utilize the same maneuver twice against a superstar such as Bayley with her experience. Into the cover, looking for an elimination, but Sasha Banks isn't about to lie down that easily and let the WWE Women's Championship opportunity slip through her fingers quite that way. So who's next into this match? And well, this could be interesting. It is the Genius of the Sky. How is she going to fare with Bayley here? She's going straight after Bayley. Well, Io Sky, in recent weeks, we have seen her almost relax her frustrations, which were directed towards Sasha Banks. She was pretty much the reason why Sasha Banks gained the WWE Women's Championship a number of months ago. She gave Sasha Banks the opportunity to win that title, which did rub Dakota Kai up the wrong way. As now Bayley with a big elbow drop to the back of Sasha Banks. So it seems like Io Sky isn't quite going to team with Bayley here. So I wonder what the thought process is for Io Sky. As now she looks to inflict some more damage upon Sasha Banks. And now Bayley looking for an elimination. A guillotine choke is cinched in deep here. Can Io Sky break the hold? She's able to slide on out of it. And next up we have Roxanne Perez, the woman who came up from NXT. Could she potentially have her moment of glory here this evening and maybe punch her ticket to WrestleMania? But Bayley, the entire audience here ringing boos around the stadium as she hits the Bayley to belly. And Bayley just seems to not really care what the WWE Universe has got to say here. But Roxanne Perez, well, her evening could be cut short because she's caught into the Rhodes plant, connecting face first and into a cover. Bayley fully fast elimination, but Roxanne Perez is able to hang in there. Now Sasha Banks in deep trouble on the outside, but she's able to find a kick out as well. So who's next into this matchup? Is it AJ Lee or is it Charlotte Flair? And well, it's AJ Lee. And oh my word, well, I thought Bayley was about to get eliminated there by Roxanne Perez. I was distracted by the introduction of AJ Lee into this matchup. AJ Lee, only her third match since returning to WWE. She was, of course, involved in that Royal Rumble. And then she obviously qualified for this matchup here this evening. And now Sasha Banks driving Io Sky down to the mat on the back of her head. So AJ Lee is in a similar boat to that of Jordan Grace. But now Sasha Banks with a bank statement locked in on Io Sky here, but Io Sky was able to break the hold there. And AJ Lee off with a springboard, wiping out Io Sky and Roxanne Perez at the same time there. As now we await the Queen's arrival into the matchup. So could Charlotte Flair be about to punch her ticket to WrestleMania? Bayley looking for an elimination, but AJ Lee still able to hang in there. So no eliminations so far. You have to wonder which superstar is going to be the last one standing here. So much power, or so much star power I should say, involved in this one, as Charlotte Flair, since entering the match, just awaiting for someone to come at her. Probably a wise decision, to be honest, a smart tactic. Io Sky for a moment maybe considering to help out Bayley, but decided against it as Charlotte Flair continues the onslaught onto Bayley as she slams her into the elimination chamber. And now Io Sky finally deciding to maybe come to the aid of her former leader in Damage Control. Bayley and Charlotte Flair just brawling on the outside here. Charlotte Flair clearly not thinking about heading into the ring. Probably thinking about trying to hang around on the outside and maybe keep herself as fresh as she possibly can. Not sure how the WWE Universe is going to feel about that, but now she has Roxanne Perez, Bayley and Sasha Banks all thinking the same thing. Or at least not about to allow Charlotte Flair to get an easy evening here. As now Charlotte Flair driving Roxanne Perez into the chamber pod. Now a big kick to the midsection as well to Roxanne Perez. Now Charlotte Flair drives her into the pod again. But inside the ring we have Bayley really targeting Sasha Banks here. Bayley heading up to the top rope. We could be about to see that elbow drop perhaps. No, into a big body splash, but Sasha Banks able to find a reversal and avoid that. Io Sky and AJ Lee also going at it. One hell of a match that would be between those two. But Bayley looking for the Bayley to belly on Sasha Banks inside the ring, looking for the elimination here. Bayley, no, the boss is able to power out and hang in there in this matchup. Io Sky driving Charlotte Flair into the ring post as well. And Io Sky just relentless with her attacks here on the outside. There's now Io Sky driving Charlotte Flair down onto the floor on the outside, but Charlotte Flair able to break the hold almost immediately here. And AJ Lee driven into the turnbuckle inside the ring. Bayley and Roxanne Perez looking to get involved in the action on the outside. AJ Lee switching her focus to Sasha Banks here, and AJ Lee looking to get an elimination on the boss here. But no, Sasha Banks again is able to power out. And Io Sky now going at it with her former leader once more, and Io Sky is looking to get the elimination on Bayley here. Well, oh my word, Bayley just about able to kick out. I was about to say, what kind of story could that ignite if Io Sky were to perhaps eliminate Bayley this evening? I'm sure Bayley wouldn't be too pleased about that. There's now the bank statement's locked in on AJ Lee here, and over the moonsault is connecting with Bayley. Io Sky really looking to get that elimination on Bayley. Could she do it? But no. Bayley able to power out once again, and now Charlotte Flair in position, driving Roxanne Perez face first into the canvas and into the pinfall. But at the moment, AJ Lee got the submission hold locked in on Sasha Banks here, and that may have just saved Roxanne Perez's evening. That is the problem with a matchup like this. There's so many things going on. It's so hard for the referee to keep up here. AJ Lee finding a reversal though on Sasha Banks in the meantime. Io Sky and Bayley still going at it in the far corner. And now AJ Lee looking to shift her focus towards the Queen, but the Queen looking for an elimination. But a quick kick out found there before even a 1 count by Roxanne Perez. And Io Sky really taking the fight to Bayley, as now she switches her focus back to AJ Lee once again. And Charlotte Flair just taking her time on the outside once more. Hold on a second, what on earth is Charlotte Flair doing here? Charlotte Flair is scaling the chamber here, and she's heading over towards one of the pods. What on earth is she thinking? We've got all the women down below. What is Charlotte Flair doing up there? Charlotte Flair wiping out Roxanne Perez from behind. And now the Rose plant connecting onto Sasha Banks. Surely Sasha Banks' evening is over here. This has got to be it, but no! Somehow Sasha Banks is still in this one. She's not about to allow Bayley the satisfaction of getting the elimination on her here this evening. I'm sure that's probably all that Bayley really cares about, is just eliminating Sasha Banks. I don't think she even really cares about winning this match, to be honest. But Charlotte Flair now, the arrogance inside the ring, just playing up to the crowd here. I'm surprised no one took a cheap shot on her. And she switches her focus now to the boss, taking her down to the canvas. Still no eliminations in this matchup. Who is going to be the #1 contender for Tiffany Stratton after this match? As AJ Lee now with a big kick on Charlotte Flair, but just a 1 count found for her. The Queen is still in this one. The Queen, you have to say, is probably the freshest of the bunch. Of course, entering the match and the final position. As Roxanne Perez now looking for a big elimination on AJ Lee here. What a statement that would be, but AJ Lee is able to power out and hang in this matchup still. Keeping her WrestleMania dreams alive. Io Sky was looking for that bullet train attack onto Bayley in the corner, but she couldn't quite connect with it. And Sasha Banks now, oh my word, Pop Rocks connecting. AJ Lee could be in big trouble here. A big elimination. No. A big kick out found again. Are we ever going to get an elimination in this match? I think that's the big question. Charlotte Flair looking to eliminate the Genius of the Sky here. No. A big kick out found by Io Sky. The bank statement locked in deep onto Bayley here. But Bayley able to survive that hold. And Sasha Banks now brings Bayley back to her feet and now switches her focus to the Queen. Charlotte Flair though fighting out of the clutches of the boss. Sasha Banks sent to the outside and Charlotte Flair about to follow. Io Sky now with Bayley in position. Bayley's in deep trouble here. Io Sky, could she be about to make Bayley tap out here? What a statement. Oh my God. Bayley has just tapped out to Io Sky. Well, Io Sky seemed to take it very, very personal that Sasha Banks had torn apart Damage Control, but now Io Sky herself has just eliminated the former leader. So Bayley has been eliminated in the first slot here, as AJ Lee now with a submission hold locked in inside the ring on Roxanne Perez. But Roxanne Perez isn't about to tap out here this evening. My oh my, what does this mean for Bayley going forward? And even Damage Control. I don't even know what to say. Io Sky eliminating a former leader, as now AJ Lee into the pinfall looking for the second elimination. Roxanne Perez is out of it. AJ Lee putting an end to the NXT stars' dreams of heading to WrestleMania. There's now Charlotte Flair just looking to take out AJ Lee by slamming her into the pod on the outside here. And now AJ Lee up into a stunner by Charlotte Flair. Io Sky and Sasha Banks renewing their rivalry inside of the chamber as well. Charlotte Flair now potentially looking to get the elimination on AJ Lee here. A crowd favourite in AJ Lee. Charlotte Flair quickly into the cover. Could this be it? AJ Lee, can she survive? She can't. We're down to the final three here. And Charlotte Flair just struts across in front of AJ Lee, rubbing salt in the wounds after that elimination. But now we're down to Io Sky, Sasha Banks and Charlotte Flair, who is going to head to WrestleMania to face Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship. Could it be Boss Time versus Tiffy Time? Or could the Queen perhaps be the one to head to WrestleMania? Or could the Genius of the Sky be the one to head there? As the Queen is able to find a kick out at a 1 count there. And now Io Sky looking for the same submission that eliminated Bayley from this match. Could she be about to eliminate the Queen here? But no. Charlotte Flair able to break the hold. And now Charlotte Flair driving the knees into the midsection of Io Sky. She's able to avoid an attack by Sasha Banks as well. And Charlotte Flair now the Queen, the only one left standing between the final three. Charlotte Flair, of course, entered this match in that final pod slot. Could that be perhaps the reason why she maybe ends up winning this match? Because now Charlotte Flair out to the outside, strutting away again before giving another woo to the crowd. As now she's going to climb the chamber again. What on earth is she thinking here this evening? Heading up to the top of that pod once more. Perhaps just thinking about allowing these two to fight it out down on the ground here. Sasha Banks now sending Io Sky towards the corner, but Io Sky colliding with the referee, and Io Sky seemed a little bit stunned, and she's caught here. Sasha Banks looking for the elimination on Io Sky. She's done it. We're down to the final two. Will it be Sasha Banks or will it be the Queen? The Queen made a fatal error there. She took her time on that top rope, and now the Banks statement locked in. This could be it. Sasha Banks is going to head to WrestleMania. Oh my goodness. What on earth have we witnessed here? The boss of WWE has truly made it clear that it is the boss's time, and she is still the boss. She put down the Queen right at the end there. Charlotte Flair climbed up to the top of that pod and then climbed down to the top rope and made a fatal error by trying to almost get a sneak attack on Sasha Banks, but Sasha Banks saw it coming, locked in the Banks statement, and has secured her slot for WrestleMania. Could she be the next WWE Women's Champion? So ladies and gentlemen, as we move on with the show and we're into the WWE Undisputed Championship match, a deep history between these two. Sami Zayn about to face off against main event Jey Uso. So Sami Zayn recently has pretty much stated that he believes that he needs to put himself first for once. And that is why he wants to take the WWE Championship away from main event Jey Uso. He believes he deserves to be at the top of the mountain. And Jey Uso actually did agree with Sami Zayn. But he has told Sami that Sami needs to not forget who he is on his way to the top. Because main event Jey Uso believes that Kevin Owens is the man who has got inside the ear of Sami Zayn. Now, speaking of the WWE Undisputed Champion, here he is, main event Jey Uso. But the question is, can he overcome his long-term brother in Sami Zayn and head to WrestleMania with the WWE Championship still around his waist? He finally was able to overcome Kevin Owens, who we also have seen on Friday Night Smackdown still carrying around that Winged Eagle Championship. And surprisingly enough, the Animal Batista, the general manager, actually seemed pleased with Kevin Owens' actions when he pile-drived Triple H. So Kevin Owens is still carrying that Winged Eagle Championship around. The question is he going to appear here tonight? The main event Jey Uso just looking to yeet with the WWE Universe ahead of this big clash. One of the most emotional matchups that he's probably going to have gone through. The only one that's probably even more emotional than this was probably when he took down Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. But you have to think that if Sami Zayn is successful here tonight, then could we see a champion versus champion match at WrestleMania between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Introducing the challenger from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn. And his opponent from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, he is the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, main event Jey Uso.
So here we go. One of the most emotional matchups that we've probably seen in this entire series. It's definitely right up there. Jey Uso reluctant at handing over that championship, although he did say that he would be honoured to defend the title against Sami Zayn. We have to wait and see whether main event Jey Uso can keep that championship around his waist here tonight. And you do have to wonder whether Kevin Owens may play a factor in this one. But Sami Zayn, main event Jey Uso, about to square off for the first time, and here we go. Jey Uso straight into a lockup right out of the gates. You have to wonder, where is Sami Zayn's head at, especially after main event Jey Uso responded to his challenge by basically agreeing with Sami Zayn and telling Sami Zayn that he is a world championship material superstar, but he just needs to make sure that he doesn't lose himself as he tries to chase that goal, which clearly Sami Zayn is kind of losing himself at the moment, as a little bit desperate. An early pin here, just a 1 count found on a champion by Sami Zayn. A stomp to the back of the neck, and now stomping away at the chest. Sami Zayn showing a little bit more aggression than we used to. So it seems like Sami Zayn off the top rope into a moonsault, risking it all, but connecting with main event Jey Uso on the outside. But it seems like Sami Zayn is not holding back here tonight. Maybe that message by Jey Uso didn't really get into the head of Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn just telling Jey right here he's doing this for himself, and Sami Zayn doesn't need Jey's approval. As now Sami heads to the outside, looking to continue the onslaught here, just driving Jey Uso face first into the apron. And Sami Zayn now looking to remain in control here. Now spine first into the same apron, just looking to inflict as much punishment as he can onto main event Jey Uso, and DDT connecting. Of course, this all started back at the Friday Night Smackdown just before Cyber Sunday. As Jey Uso now throwing up the ones. I'm not sure that's a wise decision as Sami Zayn into a suicide dive, but this feud started when Sami Zayn attacked main event Jey Uso before his title defense. It was the Friday Night Smackdown before Cyber Sunday, and that Cyber Sunday, Jey Uso would go on to face against Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn going 100 miles an hour in this one. He really is looking to try and take that WWE Championship away from Jey Uso, looking for the Blue Thunder Bomb, but luckily for Jey, he was able to find a reversal there. As I was trying to say, Sami Zayn tried to cost main event Jey Uso the championship back at Cyber Sunday by wiping him out before the Cyber Sunday Premium Live event, but luckily for Jey Uso, he was able to get another title opportunity shortly after. And now Sami Zayn off the top rope. And then it was revealed on the Smackdown after Cyber Sunday that Sami Zayn was in fact the man behind the attack. And ever since then, Sami Zayn has pretty much made it his mission to go after the WWE Championship. But it must also be stated that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens did lose their WWE Tag Team titles to the New Day. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens in that match inflicting as much damage as they possibly could, and Jey Uso went for a suicide dive, but Sami Zayn with a smirk on his face and a little bit of a chuckle to himself, but he's caught with a spear. As Sami Zayn was able to enter the ring and avoid that suicide dive, but his arrogance may have just come back to bite him. As Jey Uso now, the one on top of things with a big knee to the side of the head. As the referee continues to count here. Of course, there is champion's advantage, but you have to think that Jey Uso is not going to want to win this one via a count-out or disqualification. As Jey Uso once again throwing the ones up. I wonder if he's asking for acknowledgement of himself. As now the referee up to a 7 count now, on to an 8 count. Sami Zayn slowly back to his feet and he's head back into the ring, and he does so just about beats the count. And Jey sent into the corner. You don't want to be there with Sami Zayn, as Sami Zayn connects with a haluva kick out of absolutely nowhere into the cover. A new champion, Sami Zayn. He can't do it. Jey Uso is able to hang in there and power out and get that shoulder up. But Sami Zayn, he's saying that he has a plan here, and things are going according to the plan. I'm not sure how much you can read into that, but Jey Uso finding a reversal here. Fighting his way back, a big thrust to the neck. Now into the cover, looking to retain the championship, but not even a 1 count found here. And Jey Uso a little bit shocked. Oh, and Sami Zayn, big headbutt, busting him wide open. Jey Uso is the one not holding back here. Another headbutt. As Sami Zayn wisely rolls to the outside, but Jey Uso not about to allow him a moment's peace as he flies over the top rope with a suicide dive. Both of these men putting it all on the line here tonight. And Jey Uso now into the neck breaker onto the outside. And Jey Uso's feeling it here, looking to get the WWE Universe behind him. Now main event Jey Uso. What on earth is he going for here? Maybe a bit of a submission hold on the outside of the ring. And Sami Zayn now is able to just slide himself into a position where he's able to break the hold. And Sami Zayn now with Jey Uso in position, looking for that Blue Thunder Bomb, but Jey Uso once again able to find a reversal, and he may have been looking for a super kick there, Jey Uso, but Sami Zayn was able to get the first strike in. Sami Zayn, of course, knows Jey Uso so well. Needs to have that history from the bloodline. And as Jey Uso said, oh my word, he's lining up Sami Zayn now. Sami Zayn in big trouble, super kick connecting, almost taking the head off of Sami Zayn. And now he's got to drag Sami away from the ropes, but could this be crucial seconds that he's losing out here. Jey Uso to retain the championship. Can he do it? No. Sami Zayn is still in there. But as Jey Uso stated a couple of weeks ago, or last week actually on Friday Night Smackdown, him and Sami Zayn didn't actually like each other at first in the bloodline, and Jey Uso is going 100 miles an hour, but Sami Zayn saw it coming this time, able to find the reversal. Jey Uso sent off the ropes. What is Sami Zayn planning this time? Sami Zayn now into a German suplex, and Jey Uso now having to use the ropes to get back to his feet. Sami Zayn with a big clothesline over the top rope. This fight is going all over the place here. In and out of the ring constantly. And this is what happens when it's such an emotionally charged championship match. The question is, will Jey Uso hold that title all the way to WrestleMania? Or will it potentially be a Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens title versus title match? He's now sent back into the ring. Goes Sami Zayn. Jey Uso looking to head to the top rope. We know what could be coming next. Jey Uso now looking for an elbow drop. Didn't go for the Uso splash. Maybe a good thing that he didn't, because Sami Zayn was able to roll out of the way. Now Sami Zayn bring Jey Uso back to his feet. Now Jey Uso up, looking to hang him up on that top rope. Neck first across that top rope. And driving the knee into the spine as well. And Sami Zayn again telling Jey Uso he is going to head to WrestleMania as the champion. And now, he was maybe looking to send Jey Uso into the corner, but a super kick connecting by Jey. As Jey now into a DDT, planting Sami Zayn face first into the canvas. Now Sami having to utilize the ropes to make his way back to his feet. And Jey Uso now, not sure what he was going for, but Sami Zayn exploding out of the corner. And now off the ropes he goes, into the dropkick connecting. And Sami Zayn could be closing in on a big victory here tonight at the Elimination Chamber. Is he going to be able to take that title away from Jey Uso? A louver kick connecting near the ropes. Can Jey Uso kick out or find a rope break? And Jey Uso, hold on a second. He grabbed the rope. It seems like the referee didn't see it. My God.
WWE Universal Champion, Sami Zayn.
But main event, Jey Uso grabbed the rope. What on earth?
The following contest is the Elimination Chamber match. The rules of the match are as follows. 4 participants will be locked away in their respective pods. 2 superstars will start the match in the ring. The participants will be released into the match in random order. Eliminations can take place at any time during the match. The last superstar remaining in the chamber will be declared our Elimination Chamber winner, and is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing the challenger from Columbia, South Carolina, weighing in at 205 pounds, Trick Williams.
So, ladies and gentlemen, into our main event of the evening, and the man who secured the final spot in the Elimination Chamber has found himself inside one of the pods. And we do still have to wonder, how are things between him and Carmelo Hayes going to play out here this evening? Carmelo Hayes, of course, the current World Heavyweight Champion.
And introducing the challenger, representing the Judgment Day, from Bray County, Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor!
So Finn Balor, the former World Heavyweight Champion, the man who pretty much cost himself the title back at the Royal Rumble Premium Live event. He became too arrogant, too confident, and almost thought that he was untouchable until Carmelo Hayes was able to use Finn Balor's own tricks against him, utilize the brass knuckles, and was able to regain the World Heavyweight Championship. So Carmelo Hayes has held that World Heavyweight Championship for almost the entire series. There's been 1 or 2 months, I believe it's actually only 2 months in this entire series where Carmelo Hayes was not the World Heavyweight Champion, and Finn Balor seemed to have been the man, the only man, who had Carmelo Hayes' number throughout that entire reign. And he was the only one that Carmelo Hayes pretty much could never beat clean. And that's still the case here after the Royal Rumble. But Finn Balor looking to try and regain that World Heavyweight Championship just before WrestleMania. But he has to survive the Elimination Chamber here this evening.
Introducing the challenger from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
And next up into the chamber, inside one of the pods as well, it is the man who Finn Balor does not want to see. It is Seth freaking Rollins. So Seth Rollins, after the Royal Rumble, he came out and he laughed in the face of Finn Balor. After Finn Balor made that grave mistake at the Royal Rumble, almost playing with fire, trying to almost get himself eliminated, or sorry, I should say disqualified in that match against Carmelo Hayes. Maybe trying to rub salt in the wound of Carmelo Hayes and give him a taste of his own medicine, but it backfired on him. And Seth freaking Rollins was the first to rub it in the face of Finn Balor. But now Seth Rollins going to head inside one of the pods as he glances over at Finn Balor.
And introducing the champion from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 210 pounds, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, Carmelo Hayes!
And well, once again, boos ringing around the stadium, almost deafening here this evening. I believe the WWE Universe are probably sick and tired of seeing Carmelo Hayes with that championship around his waist, but somehow, some way, Carmelo Hayes always seems to find a way. But the question is, can he find a way in a match type like this? This is definitely the biggest challenge of Carmelo Hayes' title reign so far. Both title reigns, actually. This is the second time, of course, that he's held that World Heavyweight Championship in this series. But can he find a way to somehow survive the Elimination Chamber and head to WrestleMania with that title over his shoulder? You do have to remember as well that Bron Breakker is still looming, and we're yet to find out who he wants to face at WrestleMania.
Introducing the challenger from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the Scottish
Well, Drew McIntyre, one of the most experienced superstars within this structure. He has won this match type before in the past, and he'll have to utilize that experience here this evening. But, I mean, I gotta feel sorry for him, because you know who he's starting this match with. And I have to feel sorry for each and every one of the superstars inside this chamber, because they're going to be locked inside with a werewolf. There's Drew McIntyre now, just talking trash to all of the superstars inside the pods.
And introducing the challenger from California, weighing in at 285 pounds.
It is the Samoan werewolf looking to start off the chamber with the Scottish psychopath. So we're going to start this match off with the Samoan werewolf and the psychopath. Well, what a way to start off this elimination chamber in the main event of this evening. But the question is, could Jacob Fatu be the man to walk out here this evening with that World Heavyweight Championship? To be honest, I don't really know how you stop this man, if you can even call him a man. But if anyone can, I'm sure that it would be the Scottish psychopath. So you have to wait and see how this match plays out. But Jacob Fatu looking to perhaps head to his first WrestleMania with championship gold. So here we go, matchup underway here, and a big shoulder tackle by Jacob Fatu right out the gates. Looking to just take down Drew McIntyre, and it's not very often that we see Drew McIntyre manhandled quite like this. The power of Jacob Fatu just absolutely ragdolling the Scottish psychopath. Jacob heading up to the top rope here. What's he thinking about? Big elbow to the top of the head. Drew McIntyre seems to be struggling to know where Jacob Fatu is at. A big headbutt by Jacob, followed by a senton. Jacob Fatu going 100 miles an hour into the cover. He goes. Jacob Fatu for a first elimination, but Drew McIntyre able to get that shoulder up. So Jacob Fatu, he always states that he's all gas, no brakes, and we're seeing that at the start of this one, into another pinfall, looking for the elimination. But Drew McIntyre, former world champion himself, is not about to lie down easily. Who's next up into this one? Well, it is Finn Balor, the former world heavyweight champion. How is he going to fare in the ring with these two? I'm surprised that Finn Balor didn't utilize the demon persona here this evening, to be honest. It's probably one of the best times to do so, into a Samoan drop by Jacob Fatu. Just the power of Jacob Fatu here. There's Finn Balor now, struggling to get the upper hand on the Samoan werewolf. That would be an interesting matchup to see the demon versus the werewolf. Who would come out on top there? But now, Drew McIntyre into a Kimura lock. But the Samoan werewolf able to fight his way out of the hold. Big strike there by Jacob Fatu, and now Drew McIntyre has caught the Samoan werewolf, planting him on the back of his neck. Into the cover he goes, but not even a 1 count found. Now who's next into this matchup? We're about to find out. The fourth superstar, it is Trick Williams. So you have to wonder, is he going to be on the same side as Carmelo Hayes? Or is he perhaps looking to take the championship away from his former best friend, perhaps? Where the hell is Jacob Fatu going? He's up to the top of that pod, just waiting for his moment, perhaps, as Drew McIntyre slowly approaches here, and Jacob Fatu looks to wipe out the Scottish psychopath, but somehow Drew McIntyre remains standing as Jacob Fatu came flying off of the top of that pod. And now Drew McIntyre was looking for that Claymore kick, but Jacob Fatu just able to avoid it. No, these superstars seem to be struggling to get the upper hand on Jacob, but it seems like they have a common goal of trying to get him out of this matchup, and that's probably a wise decision, as now we await the next superstar to enter the fray. And it is the World Heavyweight Champion, it is Carmelo Hayes, entering the matchup after his best friend or former best friend, depending on how this situation unfolds, in Trick Williams. Will they be on the same side here this evening? As Carmelo Hayes, a brave man by going straight after Jacob Fatu. As Jacob Fatu into a Hurricane Rana, taking down Carmelo Hayes. A man the size of Jacob Fatu should not be able to do the things that he can do, but somehow the Samoan Werewolf is able to do things that don't seem possible. And now Trick Williams met with a big super kick by Jacob Fatu, and now Finn Balor looking to get a big elimination on the World Heavyweight Champion here, but a big kick out found by Carmelo Hayes. As now we await the final participant, Seth freaking Rollins enters the match. No elimination so far, but who will be the first person to go, and who will be the last person standing here? Who will be the World Heavyweight Champion heading into WrestleMania? Seth freaking Rollins with a big forearm to the back of the neck of Trick Williams on the outside. Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes don't seem to have crossed paths just yet. And now Jacob Fatu with Drew McIntyre up on the top rope. Jacob Fatu into a running power slam and looking for the first elimination on the Scottish Psychopath. But no, Drew McIntyre finds a way to power out. Jacob Fatu cannot believe it. There's now Seth Rollins, Finn Balor and Carmelo Hayes. Those three have been going at it all year, and they're going at it once again as Jacob Fatu looks to continue the onslaught on the Scottish Psychopath. Big splash. Well, he looked for a big splash but couldn't quite connect with it. And Drew McIntyre now is looking for maybe a belly to belly there, but Jacob Fatu says no. He's not about to allow that to happen. Jacob Fatu fighting off three superstars at once here. And now Drew McIntyre planting Finn Balor face first into the canvas. As Jacob Fatu now heads to the outside and plays up to the crowd. Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams seem to be squaring off. As Carmelo Hayes going for a bit of a cheap shot there and then running away, it seems. Shifting his focus to Seth freaking Rollins, and he hits the 458. And he's into the cover looking for an elimination on Seth Rollins, but no. Seth Rollins able to power out. Now Jacob Fatu with Finn Balor up to his feet. Carmelo Hayes connecting with a drop kick off of the springboard onto Seth freaking Rollins. As now Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre both being sent in towards the same corner. Both of them colliding with each other. Who is going to be the first elimination here? And Jacob Fatu into the pop-up Samoan drop onto Seth Rollins out of absolutely nowhere for the first elimination perhaps here. No. Seth freaking Rollins, a former World Heavyweight Champion himself, able to kick out. And now suplex cutter connecting onto Finn Balor by Carmelo Hayes, looking for his elimination here. Finn Balor's able to power out. And that would have been rubbing salt in the wounds if Carmelo Hayes was the man to eliminate Finn Balor and crush the hopes and dreams of Finn before WrestleMania. As Drew McIntyre, it seemed like he may have been thinking about that Claymore kick there as he backs it up into the corner, but Carmelo Hayes has caught him and busted him wide open, as now Seth Rollins was setting up the pedigree there, but now, hold on a second. Oh my goodness, a pile driver delivered by Jacob Fatu onto Seth Rollins for an elimination, but somehow, someway, Seth Rollins, after receiving a pile driver, is able to stay in this one and then into the moonsault off the top rope. Jacob Fatu, surely this is an elimination. No! Seth freaking Rollins, somehow, someway, is still fighting in this one. Even off of that moonsault, and now an elimination on the far side. But no, I think it's Trick Williams is the man able to power out from the pinfall attempt by Drew McIntyre. And now Now Seth Rollins looking to take the fight to the Samoan Werewolf, perhaps getting the biggest elimination of them all, but no, just a 1 count found on Jacob Fatu. Seth Rollins coming at Jacob Fatu, but he comes back with a big strike, a big thrust to the throat. And now looking to manhandle Seth Rollins here. Drew McIntyre looking for an elimination. And well, I thought for a second that may have been Carmelo Hayes gone, but it was indeed Trick Williams who has been eliminated from this match. But Carmelo Hayes didn't do anything about it, and he's got a bit of a smirk on his face. So what does that mean? But Drew McIntyre sending Carmelo Hayes back into the ring. There's now Drew McIntyre looking for an elimination on the World Heavyweight Champion. Could he do it? But no, Carmelo Hayes is able to kick out and keep his championship reign intact. Into the cover goes Seth freaking Rollins on Finn Balor, but Finn Balor only just at a 2.99 count, able to get the shoulder up. There's now Jacob Fatu with Carmelo Hayes driving him onto the floor on the outside of the ring. Finn Balor and Seth Rollins going at it inside the ring. Drew McIntyre delivering the neck breaker onto Jacob Fatu. Finn Balor up onto the top rope here. Double axe handle connecting with Seth Rollins, and now looking for an elimination here is Finn Balor. Big elimination, but no, Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre just planted there on the one bit of steel that is exposed without any protection next to the pod. And Carmelo Hayes with an enziguri connecting onto the Samoan Werewolf, but Jacob Fatu quickly back to his feet. And inside the ring, Finn Balor looking to turn up the pace, taking down Drew McIntyre and Seth freaking Rollins, even if only momentarily, as Jacob Fatu connects with that pop-up Samoan drop and looking for an elimination on the World Heavyweight Champion. Could he do it? No. And Seth Rollins into, oh my word, Drew McIntyre over the top rope, curb stomp for the elimination, and Finn Balor's gone. Seth freaking Rollins is the man responsible for eliminating Finn Balor, the former World Heavyweight Champion. And now Seth Rollins looking to get another elimination with the pedigree connecting onto the Samoan Werewolf. Seth Rollins into the cover. Could this be it? Jacob Fatu to get eliminated, but only a 1 count found. And now, well, I'm not sure what Carmelo Hayes is thinking there. He was trying to get the elimination as well himself, but Jacob Fatu not seemingly too impressed by that display by Carmelo Hayes. It's now Carmelo Hayes sent into the ring, and Seth Rollins into a big drop kick. He's the only man standing right now. Big kicks to the head of the Samoan Werewolf. Seth Rollins, oh my word, Seth freaking Rollins looking for the curb stomp on the outside to the Samoan Werewolf. Surely this is all over. Jacob Fatu, oh my word, he kicked out at 1, but Carmelo Hayes looking for an elimination on Drew McIntyre, who is able to find a way to kick out. My oh my. Who is going to be the final man standing here as Carmelo Hayes hits that 458 again, this time onto Drew McIntyre, and a Samoan drop, the pop-up Samoan drop delivered. Meanwhile, the suplex cutter as well, an elimination here on Seth freaking Rollins, and he's gone. Jacob Fatu with the elimination as he throws the ones up to the sky, and Drew McIntyre's gone. So we're down to the final 2 here, but Jacob Fatu throwing the ones up to the sky. What does that mean? Because, I mean, he did try and cost Roman Reigns the Ula Fala back at the Royal Rumble, and we haven't really seen him on Smackdown involved with Roman Reigns and even Solo Sikoa. So I was under the impression that maybe he was on Solo Sikoa's side, but Solo Sikoa is no longer the tribal chief, so what on earth does that mean? But Carmelo Hayes here could be moments away. He's just busted open the Samoan Werewolf, but that seems to have just woken up Jacob Fatu. Carmelo Hayes could be moments away from maybe retaining the championship inside the Elimination Chamber, the biggest challenge of his career so far, and especially the fact that now he's in the final 2 with Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu starting the matchup in the first spot with Drew McIntyre, whereas Carmelo Hayes entered in the second to last pod slot. So he's definitely going to be the much fresher of the two. And well, Carmelo Hayes needs to be careful here. Doesn't want to get too cocky or too arrogant in a similar fashion to what Finn Balor did back at the Royal Rumble. And now Jacob Fatu put down to the mat. Now Carmelo Hayes here, just cranking at the arm, looking to wear down the Samoan Werewolf. If you are able to keep Jacob Fatu down, it's not going to be for very long. And you've got to make sure that you milk every second of it. And now Jacob Fatu avoiding that moonsault, able to just rolling out of the way. Now Carmelo Hayes in the clutches of the Samoan Werewolf, planted down onto the mat with authority. As Jacob Fatu now systematically looking to piece by piece take apart the World Heavyweight Champion, slamming his head into the canvas. We're moments away from finding out who is going to head to WrestleMania as World Heavyweight Champion. Oh my goodness, Jacob Fatu just biting the fingers and then into a senton. Well, Jacob Fatu is something else here. Up to the second rope. We know what's coming here. Into the moonsault. This could be it for a new World Heavyweight Champion, Jacob Fatu. No, Carmelo Hayes somehow is still able to keep his hands on that championship, even his fingertips. And Jacob Fatu with another big strike, taking Carmelo Hayes down, followed by a headbutt. And Jacob Fatu once again with another headbutt. Now looking to bring Carmelo Hayes back to his feet, but Carmelo Hayes swipes the feet from underneath Jacob and then just taunts away to the crowd as the boos still continue to ring around the stadium for the World Heavyweight Champion. Looking for the drop kick, but Jacob Fatu finds a reversal. Big headbutt by Jacob now. Into another senton. Looking to just destroy the ribcage of the World Heavyweight Champion. And then a stomp to the face as well. Jacob Fatu in full control right now. Carmelo Hayes seems to be struggling ever so slightly here, but you can never count him out. Somehow, someway, he always finds the perfect moment to take advantage of the opportunity as he slammed down to the mat now. The chances of him retaining the title seem to be slipping away ever so slowly as Jacob Fatu just looks to, piece by piece again, take apart the World Heavyweight Champion. And Jacob now, oh my word, off of the springboard into a moonsault. Jacob Fatu perhaps to put down the World Heavyweight Champion. He's done it. Oh my goodness. What on earth has just happened? Well, you have to feel sorry for the entire WWE, because we have a Samoan Werewolf as World Heavyweight Champion. Who on earth is going to be able to dethrone this man? Well, I mean, one man that could potentially do it is the man who took down Brock Lesnar and Goldberg throughout this year. The man who won the Royal Rumble. And that is Bron Breakker. And we did see Jacob Fatu take out Bron Breakker on Monday Night Raw just recently, perhaps trying to send a message. And he did state that it didn't matter whether he entered first, whether he entered last. Didn't matter when he entered this match. He did say that he would leave as World Heavyweight Champion. And while Jacob Fatu has delivered on that promise, the Samoan Werewolf has the World Heavyweight Championship in his clutches. Oh my goodness. What does this mean for the WWE?